I find the call to generosity one of the hardest commands that Jesus gives. It hurts to give of yourself. When we're generous, we always lose something. This could be money that we've given, time that we've spent doing something for someone else, or emotional investment in a situation that we find really difficult. This means that when we give, it can often be from a sense of obligation, and it's something that we should do as a Christian, or it can be done with the expectation that we'll get something in return, or that will make us look good. These motivations often lead to miserable giving. We become frustrated when our giving isn't recognised by others, or when the collection basket comes our way. Generosity requires a change of heart. We see a biblical example of this in Matthew 26 with the woman who pours the perfume on Jesus' feet. The disciples have a natural reaction to this and are angry and confused as to why this woman has wasted all that money which could have been given to the poor. But Jesus turns our understanding of this on its head. The only reason we give is out of a response to who Jesus is. It is a response to the grace that He's shown us. This woman understands that when we give, we firstly give to Jesus. Her giving is an outpouring of thankfulness and praise. Grace demands joyful generosity. In the Greek, the word for grace is charis, and the word for joy is hara. They both come from the same root word, and this shows that generosity and joy can't be separated. Generosity is inherently joyful, and it cannot be anything other. When we look to the cross, as Harry spoke about a few weeks ago, we see the ultimate act of generosity. When we truly grasp the depth of grace that God has shown us, we can't do anything other than show joyful generosity to the undeserving, as is exactly what God has shown to us. Jesus did not come to save those who deserved it. Grace doesn't work like that. Grace is free. So what does this mean for us? Joy comes from a place of celebration and worship. Our generosity should be a celebration of all that God has done for us. And when we understand it in this way, our view of generosity is completely altered. Generosity becomes part of our worship and just an outpouring of the love that we have for God and a response to the grace that He's shown us. We should be a community of people who practice joyful giving, celebrating the grace that God has shown us. So my practical challenge for the week is to spend half an hour thinking and praying about our attitude of giving in the last week. Where have we been joyful in our giving, and where have we given out of a sense of obligation or been reluctant in our giving? Write your thoughts down in your journal and look for situations in the next week where you can be more joyful in your giving.